Greetings, 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 greetings to my warriors, to my subscribers, to my TGs, to my family and my friends. What's poppin', what's poppin', what's poppin'? Y'all, they got me at the table early during the witching hours. Ashe, this full moon, this hunter's moon, this blood moon, this eclipse moon that's taking place in Taurus, baby. Yes, happy birthday, Scorpio. Ashe. Giving an honorable mention to the full moon being in Aries as well. Ashe. Mars energy is coming through. No coincidences that Mars is Scorpio's ancient ruler. Ashe. Taurus is Scorpio's polar opposite sign. I.e. Bobo. So there are a lot of energies that are taking place right now. Ashe. With Taurus and Scorpio being on polar opposites, they have two different ways of obtaining the same goal. So there could be some friction. You know, they talked about friction. They talked about hardships, roadblocks, deceptions, ashe, illusions and lies, i.e. bobo, distractions are on deck, ashe. They talked about all of that and being strong and bold and brave enough to let go of the people, places and things that are no longer serving us, ashe. So what they did want to come through and talk about is what happens if you let go. For some, it's not a win, it's an if. You know, we're at the crossroads. We are weighing our options. We're starting to see things for what they are. Ashe, we're starting to see people for what they are. We're starting to really get in tune with our thoughts and our emotions. We really are taking some time for ourselves, putting ourselves first, as well as taking a look at the bigger picture. Ashe. So for me, i.e. Bobo, just the energy that is out here on this table is coming through kind of like with instructions. Ashe. So let's dig into it. We're talking about the full moon in Taurus. It's coming through with detoxing. Ashe. So we're right in the thick of things. We're right where we're supposed to be. We're speaking of letting go of people, places, and things, but more importantly, we're speaking of the emotional, the physical, the psychological, the spiritual, the mental. Ashe. For the kid and for my warriors, is coming through with a lot of mental energy. We have the Queen of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords here, we have clarity out here, Ashe, as well as the Hermit, i.e. Bobo. So there's a lot of energy of taking some time and spending it with yourself and really seeing things for what they are. Ashe. So what happens when you decide to let something go? One, you'll be making room for the new. Ashe. The most important thing is that you will boost your manifestation. Ashe. Right now, with this full moon energy, is coming through asking us to be honest and acknowledge that we may be obsessing over something. Ashe. We may be in a negative headspace about something. We may have been trying to be forceful, stubborn, even a little mean. Ashe. And it's coming through that it's not working. Being forceful, trying to force the situation is not working. Being in your head and it's already in a negative space is just making things worse. It's making you feel worse. Being stubborn and mean is not going to help. Being forceful is not going to help right now. Ashe. So we need to think of another way. And this is why the Hermit is coming into play. Earth energy, Virgo energy, Ashe. When we decide to let go, actually being submissive, I'm hearing, Ashe. When we're being submissive, we're letting go. We know that we're using our energy wrong. We're using our fire wrong. We want to take some time and we're going to ground ourselves. Ashe. I love this Hermit card because this Hermit card is showing the energy in regards to how I rock with the Hermit. Ashe. He's coming through kind of dark, kind of creepy. And that's because getting to the root of things is not pretty. It could be ugly. It could be a little scary. Ashe. Spending time with yourself when you could be a person that likes to spend a lot of time surrounded by a lot of people, i.e. Bobo. So it may be hard for you to actually take a moment, disconnect, go inside, and start to really reflect. What will happen if you let it go? If you let any of the dramas that are taking place, especially in your head, Ashe, what's going on in your head, what's going on in your mind with all this sword energy, clarity of the mind, Ashe, of the spirit, of the heart, i.e. Bobo, you will start to really see the spirit in you. Ashe, your fire. Mars energy, Aries energy, fire energy. You'll really start to see your fire. You'll really start to see that there's always something within you that is shedding light in the dark. I.e. Bobo. Ashayo, you'll start to really release all of the dramas. You know, we have a cinema in our head. It's always on rewind, fast forward, pause, stop, play over, play again, repeat, repeat, repeat. Ashe, ashe. So something that you may have said or something that someone else may have said to you may be playing around in your head, and it's causing confusion, it's causing anxiety, it's causing frustration, a lot of negative energy. This is that negative hit space. Ashe, ashe. So we're being encouraged to go through the heart. I know this is earth energy, Virgo energy, but this is all about the vibrations, the currency. Ashe, ashe. So stopping, taking a moment to ground ourselves and to really get ourselves back on track. When we tap into the hermit energy, we're starting to use our light to see in the dark, and we'll be able to see the light at the other side of the tunnel, so to speak. Ashe, ashe. You'll be moving with no more fear. If you decide to let whatever it is in your head go, it's going to ease up that pressure. It's going to remove the fear and the doubt that you have about yourself and your abilities. Ashe, ashe. With the night energy, we have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Ashe, ashe. Also coming through with Capricorn energy, i.e. Bobo, ashe yo. And I will say, with this look of the skull, it looks like the death card that is also by way of Scorpio, i.e. Bobo. So we know that with the Knight of Swords, that energy is not to be messed around with. Ashe, do not trifle with you. So when it comes to what it is that will happen when you decide to let go, you'll start to feel more powerful. When you're letting go of the people, places, and things that are residing in your mind, that is controlling your thoughts, your actions, your movement, Ashe, controlling your peace, i.e. Bobo, when you let that go, you start to feel like you're getting back on track, as we talked about with the Hermit, and you'll start to feel more powerful. You'll no longer listen or even acknowledge, well, maybe acknowledge, but because we always want to acknowledge a thing, Ashe, but we won't take so much stock. We won't allow so much of our will, our free will, our power to go to these people, places, and things that are no longer serving us. Ashe, ashe. The critics, the naysayers, ashe, the haters inside of us as well. Like I said, this is a lot of energy that's taking place within the mind, your mind. This is your mind. This is your life. Ashe, ashe. So we're getting back into control of ourselves. Ashe, ashe. This is also coming through with letting us know that when we let things go, we're opening ourselves to make room for the new. Ashe. So the new you will honor the rules and the boundaries that you set for yourself. Ashe, ashe. You're not rocking with the drama. And we talked about this before, my warriors, how sometimes when you're on this, well, most times when you're on this spiritual journey, when you're on this journey of enlightenment, the things that we used to find fun, we can't participate in. The things that we used to do, you know, stay caught up in, the dramas, ashe, ashe, checking out of reality by getting into reality TV and all the rest of that mess, ashe. For some of us, that enlightenment, we can no longer do the things that we used to do, can't be around the people that we used to be around, ashe, and can't engage in the things that we used to engage in. This is the whole point of freeing yourself, ashe, liberating yourself, i.e. Bobo, elevating your energy and your vibration, ashe, ashe. So in order to feel powerful, that in control of your life, because Taurus likes to be in control, baby. Aries likes to be in control as well. I think all of the energies that are out here right now likes to be in control. So this is you taking back control. You'll feel more in control. You'll feel more powerful. You'll feel more in charge. You'll feel like you can actually accomplish the things that you set out for yourself. Ayi bobo, ashayo. When we're getting down into it, you know, the Knight of Swords is coming from the House of Swords. We got the Queen of Swords sitting out here, baby. Ashe. So if you let something go to make room for the new, Ashe, if you're letting go of fear to make room for power, if you're letting go of hate to make room for love, if you're letting go of lack to make room for abundance, baby, Ashe, rocking with this energy that is out and about right now for you to tap into, utilize. Ashe, align yourself with. It's going to be most potent and powerful. Ayi Bobo, Ashe yo. And one of the most powerful queens out here is Queen of Swords. Ashe. So this is also air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Ashe. Also coming through with Virgo energy, earth energy. Ashe. So here we have earth, and earth, baby. And this full moon is coming through the energies of earth. So grounding yourself, standing still, really just spending some time at home. Ayi Bobo, Ashayo. With the Queen of Swords here, when you let things go, all the drama, the confusion, and all the, you know, the whack stuff that's taking place in your mind, you start to get that clarity. Ashe, you'll start to see people, places, and things for who and what they are. You'll no longer be falling for the perceptions. You'll no longer be falling for the illusions. You'll no longer be falling for the distractions. Ashe, the tomfoolery, the shenanigans. Ayi Bobo, Ashe yo. No, we're not. You'll start to really see people's true intentions. You'll start to be able to see your own intentions. Ashe, if you let this energy and this negative vibration go, Ashe, you will start to see and trust the intellect. The Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords is all about that intellect, that mental energy. Ashe. You'll also start to see that you don't have to be, like we talked about from the very beginning. We ain't got to be ruthless, cold-hearted, mean. Ashe. We're just taking a step back. We're just getting out of the way. We're honoring our boundaries. We're staying true to our rules, the things that we set in place for ourselves, the things that we're no longer willing to put up with, you know, to go along, to get along, taking people that don't belong on the ride. We're no longer, you know, doing any of those things. We're going to now be able to keep our emotions in check. Ashe, keeping our emotions, cool your emotions. Ashe, people trying to get you fired up. No. When you're on your spiritual growth and you're starting to really gain that insight, that spiritual alignment, that spiritual enlightenment, that spiritual clarity, Ashe, spiritual clarity, Ayi Bobo, Ashe yo, we'll know that is people want to engage us in arguments and fights and things like that, discrepancies, having to pull out your receipts and getting all emotional. When you start to get emotional, you start to forget to stick to the facts. The facts no longer become the facts. Now it just becomes in regards to feelings. Ashe. And my way of thinking, my warriors, that you cannot argue with another person's feelings. Ashe, they're going to feel how they're going to feel, and there's nothing you can do and or say about it if they choose. Ashe, and same for you. So if we let this mess go, we'll be able to stick to the facts. You'll be able to really trust your instincts and really trust your intellect. You'll really be able to pay attention to the words that people are saying, not necessarily the tone. See, for me, tones are really associated and connected with feelings. I didn't like the way you said that. Why you have to say it like that? Ashe. But no, we're no longer getting caught up into the emotional when it comes to the Queen of Swords, especially. But I feel like with any sword energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, we have a way of really sticking to the facts. And it really bothers people. They can't hoodwink and bamboozle you. They can't incite you. They can't get you on their level. Ashe, because they're vibrating low. We're doing this spiritual growth, this spiritual enlightenment. We're evolving during this Scorpio season. Ashe, Ashe. So you see people going off on a tangent. The more you work at this, the more that you'll see how ridiculous people look. And in all honesty, if you're being honest with yourself, how ridiculous you look engaging in that. This is why when we take some time for the hermit, if we allow that cinema, we done paid our money, we done got our popcorn and our drink, and we done sit down and really watch the movie, we'll also see how we look playing in this. And nobody ever likes to see themselves in a negative light. I get it. Nobody ever wants to really see their part of things because it makes us feel bad. Ashe, ashe. But when we are working on ourselves and we're working with ourselves and we're being totally transparent and honest with ourselves, because this is what the Queen of Swords is all about, baby. She likes to stick to the truth, get to the truth, stick to the facts, baby. She's a little, what they would consider to be like an ice queen, a little cold-hearted. People always want to say those negative words about you, hoping that that will be the thing to incite that fire and that passion, that drama, that argument, that fight. Some people do not know how to communicate. Ashe, they want to communicate with anger. They want to communicate with rage. They want to communicate with tearing you down. There are so many negative ways that people call themselves communicating. They're not communicating. They're just kicking up dust, causing drama, causing confusion, nebulous energy coming through. With the swords, we cutting through all of that, Ashe. We're now seeing ourselves clearly. We now see that it's just best to just stick to the facts. Ashe, you start talking about why you owe me $50 and why I haven't gotten it. Ashe, and people want to start trying to find a way to make this all about you and turn this on and around and against you. Don't get caught up into that. Keep your emotions cool, remember? And Aries energy comes before Taurus energy, so there may be the need to Sankofa. Oh, let that come through, because there is a need to Sankofa. During the autumn equinox, this full moon energy, this eclipse energy is taking us back to the autumn equinox. Ashe, ashe. So take a look back there. Agi Bobo, Ashio. The situation could have started there. The energy could have really manifested right there. Ashe, ashe. Or you were working on a plan in a course of action. Ashe. Whatever it is that you were doing, remember the autumn equinox. Ashe, ashe. Yeah, but is the more that you will really start to see, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. Cut through all of the mess. Ashe, get to the point. Stick to the facts. It throws people off guard when you do that. And again, you don't have to be mean and nasty about it. But we've been down this road. I talked about this before. I'm not doing this with you again. Ashe, ashe. I told you not to bring this my way again. Ashe, rules and boundaries. Ayi bobo. Ashe yo. Now here we are coming into clarity. Ashe, ashe. When we let things go, if you decide to let something go, Ashe, especially that's residing in your mind, Ayi Bobo, you'll come across clarity. I feel like that is one of the biggest takeaways. If you decide to let it go, you will gain clarity. Ashe, we have to give something to get something. We have to let go of something to make room for something else. So when we're letting go all of the noise and all of the words and energies that people have been throwing on us or throwing at us, or we've been throwing at ourselves, we've been being a martyr to ourselves. I'll say beating ourselves up. Ayi bobo. When we let people, places, and things go, that negative energy go, that low vibration go, we're making room for clarity. We're getting rid of all of the nebulous energy. We'll be able to see things clearly. You'll really be able to manifest. Ashe, ashe. You'll really be able to express yourself clearly. People will start to understand the rules and the boundaries. Ashe, ashe. If you let it go, you'll really be able to move forward. You'll really be able to see. And here we have mermaid energy, baby, rocking with this full moon. Ashe, ashe. And here we have the it's like another little orb here the giving and the receiving, the shared clarity. Ashe, your spiritual tribe. Maybe you're a mermaid child, a Lasarin child, a Mama Wata child, a Yemiya child. Ashe, Ashe. When we start letting these people, places, and things go, we'll start to gain our clarity. We'll start to really be able to see in our mind, because we're not allowing so many things to be in our mental space. Ashe. Once we start to get those out, we'll start to really be able to see the things that we want, our true desires. Ashe. 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 That means our heart, because Taurus rocks with the heart field, baby. Venus energy is out here on deck. Ashe. We'll really be able to rock with the heart and get the mind on the same accord. The heart and the mind will become on the same accord. You'll be more confident in your abilities and your skill sets. Ashe. Ashe. You'll find time through the Hermit that taking care of self is very beneficial. Taking care of self, doing some manifestation, some breathing, i.e. bobo, meditation, going for walks, spending time with nature. See, she's out here in nature going for a walk. Ashe, ashe. These two energies, the clarity and the manifest, they kind of go hand in hand. One leads to the other. i.e. bobo. Ashe, yo, you'll start to feel the power that is in you. Ashe, ashe. You'll start to feel more connected, not only to yourself, but to nature, the universe. Ashe, your divine, your Loas, your Orisha, spirit guides, and spirit animals. You'll really start to feel that connection. They'll really start to come out and work with you. Ashe, ashe. Granting wishes, honoring petitions. Ashe, ashe. Boosting up the manifestation energies that are taking place. Ayi bobo, ashe yo. We feel this energy. You'll feel the charge. You'll feel the power of it, the uplifting energies of it. With success is where I really feel as though that we're getting our instructions. Ashe, ashe. We're currently, today is Wednesday, hump day, in the waxing gibbous phase of the moon. Ashe. So right now you're being encouraged to be inspired. Remember I said that, made this message or made this video come through with inspiration, come through with some positive energy, come through with some power to free yourself of all of the things that is holding you back, all of the things that are residing in your mind. Ashe, ashe. You'll really start to be able to see your goals, your dreams, your vision. You'll really be able to see the plan of becoming and remaining successful. Ashe, ashe. You're being encouraged to pay attention to the moon cycles with success. Ayi bobo. Ashe, yo, we have a witch out here doing her spells. Witches, they definitely do rock with the moon phases. Ashe, ashe. So right now we're in the waxing gibbous of it all. You want to be inspired. We're heading towards that full moon. This is where we really are acknowledging the things that we want. We really are using the light outside of us, the light of the moon, as well as the light that is within us, the spirit fire. Ashe, ashe. Aries energy, Ogun energy, the warrior's energy. Ashe, ashe. We really are starting to trust. If you let things go, you really start to trust the pattern and the cycles of your life, as well as the patterns and the cycles of life outside of you. Ashe, ashe. You'll then become more comfortable and confident in how you move, when to move. Ashe, what to say, when to say it. Ayi bobo. Working with the moon phases, you really can track. I talked about this before, keeping track of your movements, of your progress, of how you're standing still, stalling out. You'll really start to really trust that energy, because there is a cycle of life. Like, we get excited when we go from winter to spring and spring to summer. Some of us get excited when we're moving from summer to autumn and from autumn back to winter. Ashe, ashe. There's a whole cycle. There's a whole pattern out here. Ayi bobo. Pay attention to what the animals are doing. This is hunter season. Remember I told y'all hunter season was going to come early. Ashe, ashe. A lot of times hunter season is associated with the ending of autumn going into winter, but we're talking about the energetic phases of the moon. Ashe, that energy is coming through right now. Ayi bobo. Ashe, yo. So you'll really start to trust yourself. You'll really start wanting to work with yourself more, work on yourself more, do what needs to be done. Ashe, ashe. So follow the moon phases. Use that as a guide within itself, a tracker. Journaling will go big time, will be very beneficial in regards to seeing yourself clearly and keeping yourself on track. Ashe, putting people's names down in your book who you're staying away from, that is a power, that is a skill set. Ashe, ashe. And the biggest takeaway is coming through by way of clarity itself. Y'all heard me speak about this throughout this whole video. But you will really start to see how easy it is to choose yourself, to choose the people that you love and care about, to choose the good habits, the good traits. Ashe, ashe. While being strong enough to continue to fight the struggles of the negative traits, because it's not an overnight type of thing. Some of these energies have been around us, have been with us, within us for years. So it could take years to remove it. But in order to do that, we must start with one day at a time. Ashe, ashe. With this energy of letting it all go, you'll really start to be able to hear your own voice, trust your own voice. You really start to be able to decipher your higher voice from your lower voice. Ashe, the inner voices that are within you, you will now find are more important than what the haters, the naysayers, the negative people that have been in your life, what they had to say. You'll start to see, dang, I gave so much energy and I put so much stock and faith in something that someone else had to say instead of trusting myself. You'll start to trust yourself more. Ashe, ashe. You'll start to remove the restrictions from your mind, giving yourself that freedom and the opportunity to think how you think, to say what you truly feel. We're not closing off any side of us. We're allowing every part and every facet of us to have a say, but we do know that we're in control of our headspace. We're in control of our decision makings. We're the ones that's going to make the moves. Ashe, ashe. We're no longer putting so much weight on the negative. Ayi bobo, ashe yo. Overall, if you're letting things go, starting with this cycle, ashe, ashe, your true self will awaken. I hope that that was a message you were getting as we've been going through the cards, but your true self will awaken. You'll start to trust that, like I said, breathing, meditating, they're vital in regards to keeping your emotions cool, not letting people set fire to your fire, ashe, or adding to your fire, ayi bobo, ashe yo. You'll see that that is key. Staying cool, calm, and collected is key. Like I said, sometimes the easiest thing that you can do, the best thing you can do when I'm talking about loving and caring for yourself and loving and caring for others, sometimes the best thing you can do is just stay out the way. Give people mad space, mad room. Taurus energy likes to be at home, so spend more time at home. Have more get-togethers at home. Don't forget to break bread. Don't forget to give your offerings. Don't forget to give your gratitude. Ashe, ashe, be grateful. In this moment right here with this full moon, the first thing it wants us to do is to celebrate our accomplishments. There's always an accomplishment that has been given, whether it's been small or large. Ashe, start there. Rock with the moon cycles. Ashe, be mindful of your words. Keep cool, stay calm, stay collected. Rocking with Obatala will be vital right now. Working with Oshun will be vital right now, or any other Loa deity that you rock with is in association with love. Venus is around, Jupiter is around, Mercury is around. Ashe, ashe. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Virgo, Capricorn also made it to this table. Ayi bobo. Take a look into the mermaid energy, the water energy. We got mermaid here. We are in Scorpio season. Ashe. So those deep, dark, mystical waters, the fantasies. Ayi bobo. Your childlike energy is coming back up. Having some fun. Ashe, ashe. Finding the balance. Ayi bobo. Being bold, being brave, and ain't taking no mess. Ashe. Staying focused on our dreams, our goals, our ideas. Ashe. Ashe, and don't forget, detox is a big thing over here, mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. Any other leads, call on your ancestors like I call on my Uncle Lee. May no ill thought, words, curses, hexes, spells, negative energy, low vibration cross you, your auric, or your aortic field, your head space, your physical space, and your heart space.